Hello and welcome back. In today's session, we would be learning about references or sometimes what we call as bibliography. How do we insert references and how do we use them as citations or bibliographies for any project or any documentation purposes? So in today's session, first we would look how do we insert information with respect to books or journals or magazines, and then how do we present them in different formats when we need them as a bibliography. So if you go to our references tab in our ribbon, there under citations and bibliography, we can see an option called as style, which is APA, which stands for American Psychological Association. When I click on the drop down, you will see there are many more other formatting options. So these are different types of references or bibliography formats which are universally accepted in different places. Today, preferably, we would be working with APA format. So when we talk about these different formats, we do not need to change the type of information provided every time, or we do not need to change how do we insert the information. Good thing about this is that we will just provide information, and by clicking on any of these options, these styles, the references or bibliography would take it automatically. That's one good thing about this. So first, we would provide information with respect to different books. And how do we do that? By going to references, under references tab, citations and bibliography, and then we go to manage sources. So when I click on manage sources, you would be looking here. By default, there are many references available. These are references which I typically use for my articles, for my references. But the heading for this is master list, and current list right now, if you see, it is empty. So whatever references is in this block current list, that will be used for your current document. And how do we do that? If we have our own references, which is already there, we just need to click on any one of them and we click copy, it would insert it here. So whatever you see here right now would be the references for your current document. But right now I do not need them, so I just click here and I press copy, it would remove it from there. Sorry, I just click delete, it would remove it from there. I need to insert new information. So in this same dialog box, what would I do? I would be clicking on a tab called as new tab, new button. So when I click on new, it opens a dialog box which says create source. In create source option, the first thing is type of source, and type of source, when I click on this drop down, you will be able to see different types of sources. So we have book section, journal article in periodicals, conference, reports, etc. All these things are available. But for right now, time being, we would be using type of source as book. Under type of source, book, these are the default information that needs to be provided. Here, bottom left hand side, we can see show all bibliography field. If I click here, then in this option, if you click on this show all bibliography fields, there would be many more fields that can be seen viewed here. If we have all these information, we can provide all this information. If not all, these red asterisk marks are the ones which are required, which we can't say mandatory, but we have to have these information in order to ensure for anyone to have a correct, proper reference. I would just uncheck it right now. So I can see only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 options. So first thing is that we would provide information with respect to author. The right way to type the name of the author is that we click on edit option here. When we click on edit option, it gives a dialog box which specifically asks for names, last name, first name and middle name. So for example, I have an author whose last name is spelled as, sorry, just ensure that you type the first alphabet as capital, remaining as small, because that's the right way to type any information here. Do not type everything capital or do not type everything small. Whatever we type here, the way we type here, if we take a title case, uppercase, lowercase, information would be provided, would be given to us as an output in the same way. If you type everything as capital, the output would be everything as capital. So it is right to type in a way which is title case, where the first alphabet is capital, remaining is small. Similarly, I have my first name, author, you just type. I don't have any middle name for the author, so I would skip it. If you have it, you can type the middle name, and I click on add. Why do we click on add? Because then it will insert the name of the author in the right way. Right now we have only one author, so we would just type one name and then we click OK. If we have got more than one author, what we can do, we can again type a name and then we can click on add. For this current book, I have only one author, so I type the name of the author and then I click OK. Then comes the title. Title is the name of the book. So the name of the book is e-commerce, then colon, strategy, technology, and implementation. Implementation. Year means in which year the book which you are referring was published. Suppose I am referring to a book which is the 9th edition book. 9th edition book is published in which year? So we have to write the name of that year. When you go to second page, any book, there you would see the information would be mentioned. You can get all type of information from there. So for example, this book was published in 2012. So I write here as 2012. This current edition, which is my 9th edition, was published in year 2012. Then the city in which this book was published. Even this information, it will be provided in that third page of the book. This book was published, city's name is Delhi, and name of the publisher is Cengage Learning India Private. These are some mandatory fields which we need to provide here, so we have done it. So now I click OK. When I do this click OK, we will see the current list is having one reference. Similarly, I would be inserting one more. So I click on new. Again, this is a book for me. So I click on book. Again, to insert the name of the author, I come here. And for this book, I have two authors. So I would be writing the names of two authors. Again, last name, then first name. I will click on add. Second author, last name, first name. I click on add. I click OK. Title is search engine optimization are a day. This book was published in the year 2011, and the name of the publisher city is New Delhi. Publisher is Times Group. group books. I then click OK. Now after this, I will use a different type of source. I click on new. Instead of book, I would be using something called as book section. The difference between book and book section is when I am using a specific section, specific pages or specific chapters of a book, then I would be using book section. One more difference in this is that for certain books, there are multiple authors. So different authors, they provide or contribute to specific chapters of that book. So there is not one author, there are multiple authors. So when we have multiple authors for a book and those multiple authors have contributed towards specific chapters of those books, then we would be using book section, wherein you can see the name of main author, then title, book author. This author is for a specific chapter and the author of the book is the main author who is actually overseeing, looking about the whole book. Similarly, we have something as journal article. In journal article, you see the name of the author, the title of the article, and the name of the journal. For example, the name of the author is, sorry, I would not do this. I again go to edit and write the name as, last name as Matthews, and I write the first name as Share. I click add and then I click OK. I would write the name of the title. The name of the title would be Business Research. The name of the journal is Marketing Research. The article was published in year 2015 and the article in that journal starts from page number 34 and goes on till page number 47. I then click OK. I have added the information here. Now, in my current list, I can see 3 references. Then I click close. Now, how do I use those references? To use those references, I click on bibliography and I just click on the first one. You can see that it has given 3 references which were in the current list we have. These references are sorted alphabetically, A, B, C, D. So you will see the format in which the information is provided, which is surname, which is in full, comma, then we've got initial of the first name with a dot, a period, and then comma, and an ampersand, the second name of the author. Within brackets, the year in which it was published, the name of the book, the city where it was published, and last, the publisher name. Similarly, when we talk about journal, the second information is about journal. It gives the name, surname, first name, initial, year. This is the name of the article. This is the name of the journal, and then they have given information which is with respect to page, from which page to which page. Right now, if we see, this information references is provided to us in an APA format. If we want any other format, we can just click and it changes the format. We don't need to enter information. We don't need to re-enter them time and again. We just do click on any of the option we need. It will give us the format in that same way. There's not much of a difference between different formats, but they are a little bit different when compared to each other. This is what it's all about, how to use references, manage references. This is a way you can provide information, keep information, track of information, and you can use this for your own references where you have referred for some documents, some information. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take care. God bless.